I didn't realize like I want to have a dance company. I knew I wanted to build community and create an environment, a nurturing environment for dancers. But I didn't wake up and say, I want to have a dance company. I just said, I know I want to make work. And this is how this is kind of unfolded. My background is Cuban, and dance parties and dancing with my parents and my grandparents and my cousins and my sisters being my dancers while I was directing at an early age, I was introduced to the joy of dance.
I started dancing at the age of 5, pretty young. My mom likes to tell me that I have never seen anyone dance before on a stage or anything. I just asked her to go to dance class. She was like, where is this coming from? But I have not stopped since. On the fourth one, you're going up already instead of 1, 2, 3. It's such a small thing.
In the beginning, I was a bean counter. I'm still the bean counter. It was just me and Lamus and myself putting this together, and I was watching the dress rehearsal and I thought, how wonderful that we've gotten to the point now we have understudies.
I always say she's like my rock. I guess if you can go like this is what happened when Muriel came into my life. I was like, I'm dancing and I love to choreograph and I'm a dance maker and I love community. And she's like, all right, but you need the finances and you need the structure and you need the foundation. And she did this.
I was attracted to her because of her creativity. Besides, she's a very warm and loving person. I would see one piece after another and I would just be elated with it. She has the creativity and the knowledge to really create a dance. And each time I saw something else she did, I was just elated.
Yes, my title is director, but I'm not trying to direct them as humans. I want them to be themselves. My company is like this canvas. So the studio is a canvas and the dancers are each different colors. And when we work together, I might add a little more red and then a little blue, but when it's all these colors are used, that's when the masterpiece happens. That's when the beauty happens. And if they can truly be their unique voice, that's what excites me.
The creative process and the making of something, it's really amazing to see the starting point of something and the initial ideas and then how those are flushed out and molded in different directions, making different things before the final product actually appears. It's physically demanding, it's also emotionally and mentally demanding. You learn a lot about yourself in different depths, I think, because you're really challenged to go there.
Yeah, that's better. You need to pull her.
So I know going into show week, I need to take extra care of my body, so my awareness for that becomes a little bit more heightened, whether it's taking time to stretch or do any strengthening that I might need if I have an injury, be a little bit more aware of what foods I'm consuming so that they can support the physicality that I am doing for the whole entire week. This being our second performance since the lockdown, I almost haven't had too much time to think about that because Lamus is carrying on the season as much as we can in the same way, not only support her mental health, but support our mental health, making sure we're still getting paid and we're still able to do what we love, and she's really convicted and really a leader in that. So this is a really special time to still be performing and still growing in my career.
Where are all these words that you're learning?
This is opening night of our second production of our 15th season. And we had a double dress yesterday and everything went really smoothly. And I'm so thankful that we have a double dress because we can give notes and then run it again. And for us to be able to continue to still do live theater is such a huge gift. Yeah, so I feel really good. I feel really good about tonight. I feel the dancers feel confident. We've had several rehearsal with the musicians, so we're ready.
There's something really magical about the theaters. It's this whole other environment that you feel like you can do anything.
I mean, the arts have always been important, but now I think they're even more so. There's a word accessible. It's a kind of dance that's accessible, and I've told people when they go, just take it all in. But what I think makes it so wonderful is our dancers can do everything. I mean, they can do acrobatics, contemporary dance, modern dance. So it's the variety that you'll see. And I must say the dancers are magnificent.
I know for me how important staying moving is, and I also know the importance of community and having my company, having our audience members that show up to our shows and the ones that show up digitally. It's huge. There is a sense of this yearning of wanting to stay connected.
It's really fun to be led by a woman and also by a woman of color, and she brings a lot of influence that I have actually not experienced before. She brings a lot of Afro-Cuban influence into her movement. That's really fun to add not only to my vocabulary but also to my understanding. She supports you from where you are and really pushes you because she knows that you are available for more. So you're not just, oh, another performer in the company, but you are another part of this community that is continually being cultivated. It's a really amazing community to be a part of.
With Lame, it's your family. Her family thinks I'm part of the family now. In fact, her father, I think maybe he's 10 years younger, he thinks of me as another daughter. But she comes from a loving family, and that's the way she is.
This season is called Quinceañera. That means it's like the rite of passage into this womanhood. And I believe we're here, like we're here now, and the community is taking notice, and it feels really good because there's so many homegrown Sarasodians, we can say, that have come through this company, that are now part of working with this company. So I feel like I'm finally now truly part of this community.